Today, we'll practice some questions based on integers. Let's start with the first question. Every integer less than 0 has the sign. Here, they're asking every integer that is less than 0 has the sign. Look on the number line, every integer to the right of 0 has the positive sign. Obviously, the numbers which are less than 0 are to the left of 0. And to the left of 0, those numbers have a negative sign. So the correct answer of question 1 is option B, which is minus. Second question. The integer 5 units to the right of 0 on the number line. To the right of 0, there are positive numbers. And they are saying 5 units to the right of 0. That means 5 units right means 5. And to the right of 0 means plus. So it will be plus 5. So the correct answer of question 2 is option A, which is plus 5. Third question. The predecessor of the integer minus 1 is, predecessors are the numbers that are just minus 1 of the number. So here the number given is minus 1 and they are saying find the predecessor. So we'll do minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1 is equal to minus 2. So the correct answer of question 3 is option C, which is minus 2. Fourth question. Number of integers lying between minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 is to the left of 0 and 1 is to the right of 0. So between minus 1 and 1 there is only one integer, which is 0. For your note, I want to tell you that the point numbers are not counted as integers. The whole numbers, positive numbers and negative numbers are called integers. So here the integer between minus 1 and 1 is 0. So they are asking the number of integers, not integer. They are asking the number of integers. So there is only one integer between minus 1 and 1. So the correct answer of question 4 is option A, which is 1. Fifth question. Number of whole numbers lying between minus 5 and 5 is, here they are saying the number of whole numbers, not integers. They are saying whole numbers. And whole numbers are numbers which start from 0 and include natural numbers. Look, in whole numbers, there are natural numbers plus 0. So whole numbers are 0 and natural numbers. And here they are asking the number of whole numbers between minus 5 and 5. That's right. Look, minus 4 will not be considered a whole number. Minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. These are all negative numbers. Negative numbers will not be considered as whole numbers. The whole numbers start from 0. So we'll write 0. 1, yes, it's between 5, minus 5 and 5. 2, it's also between minus 5 and 5. 3, it is also between minus 5 and 5. And 4, it is also between minus 5 and we cannot write 5 because it is not between minus 5 and 5. So now they are asking the number of whole numbers. Number they are asking. So here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 whole numbers lying between minus 5 and 5. So the correct answer of question 5 is option D, which is 5. Sixth question. The greatest integer lying between minus 10 and minus 15 is. Here they are asking the greatest integer which lies between minus 10 and minus 15. In negative numbers, how much smaller the numerical value is, that bigger the number is. This statement is only true for negative numbers. So here between minus 15 and minus 10, minus 11 is the only option. So the correct answer of question 6 is option B, which is minus 11. Seventh question. The least integer lying between minus 10 and minus 15 is, they are asking the least integer which is lying between minus 10 and minus 15. Here the same situation. Like in question 6 I explained that how much small the numerical value of the number is, that negative number is, that much bigger the number is. This is only true in the negative numbers case. So here we have to find out the least value. That means the numerical value of the negative number should be higher. So, and we have to find that negative number which is between minus 10 and minus 15. So the only option is minus 14. So the correct answer of question 7 is option B, which is minus 14. 8th question. On the number line, the integer 5 is located. First, I'll draw the number line. Here 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they're saying the location of 5, integer 5, that means plus 5. Here plus 5 is located to the right of 0. So the correct answer of question 8 is option B, which is to the right of 0. 9th question. In which of the following pairs of integers the first integer is not on the left of the other integer on the number line? Here they have given some pairs of integers. In each pair there are two integers, and they are saying that the first integer should be on the left of the other integer. And they are saying in which pair this statement is not true. So we check each pair. Here this is the first number and this is the second number. So this number should be on the left of 10. Here this is minus 1 and 10. Negative numbers are obviously to the left of positive numbers. So option A is not the answer. Option B. Here they are saying that minus 3 is to the left of minus 5. This is false because in negative numbers, how much smaller the number is, the bigger the number is. So for making the bigger number, we move on the right of to the number line. So here option B is correct, because here minus 3 is to the right of minus 5, not to the left. So the correct answer of question 9 is option B, which is minus 3 and minus 5. 10th question. The integer with negative sign is always less than. They are saying an integer with a negative sign is always less than. Look, the negative integers are always less than positive integers, or 0. Here in the option 0 is given. So the correct answer of question 10 is option A, which is 0. Question 11. Integer with the positive sign is always greater than. Look, an integer with a positive sign, that means the positive numbers are always greater than negative numbers, or 0. And here in the option 0 is given. So the correct answer of question 11 is option A, which is 0. 12th question. The successor of the predecessor of minus t is. They are saying the successor of the predecessor of minus 50. First we'll find the predecessor of minus 50. Predecessor means minus 1 of the number. So the number is minus 50. So minus 50 minus 1 is equal to minus 51. Alright, minus 51. Now they are saying we have to find the successor. Successor means plus 1 of the number. So minus 51 plus 1 is equal to minus 50. So the correct answer of question 12 is option C, which is minus 50. Question 13. The additive inverse of a negative integer. What is additive inverse? Let me take an example. Like, let's take minus 3. To find the additive inverse of minus 3, we'll just flip the sign and keep the number same. So it will be plus 3. And when we add the additive inverse of a number to the number, the result is 0. So they're saying the additive inverse of a negative integer. Let's take a negative integer. Let's take minus 4. For finding the additive inverse, we'll flip the sign. So here it's minus, we'll do it plus, and we'll keep the number same. 3, 4. And minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. So we can say that plus 4 is the additive inverse of minus 4. And they are saying that additive inverse of a negative integer is always positive. The answer is always positive. because if the additive inverse of a negative integer would be negative, the result would not come 0, and that means that two numbers are not additive inverse of each other. So the correct answer of question 13 is option B, which is always positive. Question 14. Amulya and Amar visited two places A and B, respectively in Kashmir, and recorded the minimum temperatures on a particular day as -4 degrees at A. That means the temperature at place A is -4 degrees and -1 degrees at B. That means the temperature at place B is -1 degrees. Now they are saying which of the following statements is. Now we'll verify each statement. First statement. They're saying A is cooler than B. That means the integer A is less than B. Cooler means less. So that means they are saying -4 is less than -1. This is true because I said that in negative numbers, the numerical value, how much greater, that much smaller, how much smaller, that much greater. This is only true in negative numbers case. So here, this is true that A is cooler than B. That means we can say that -4 is less than -1. So the correct answer of question 14 is option A, which is A is cooler than B. Question 15. When a negative integer is subtracted from another negative integer, the sign of the result is. Here, there will be two cases. I will give you an example of both the cases. Let me take an integer. Let's take -3. And they are saying that is subtracted from another negative integer. And I will take the other negative integer -4. So here it will be, here minus will be plus, or here it will be -3 plus 4, and -3 plus 4 is equal to 1. Here the numerical value of this integer is 3, the outside integer, not inside the bracket. I'm not talking about this integer, I'm talking about this integer, -3. The numerical value is 3. Now let's take, I'll just only change the value of this integer, not this. I'll keep this same. I'll change it to -5. I'll keep the same minus. Now here same, this will be minus plus 4, -5 plus 4. This is equal to -1. Here we are subtracting a negative integer from another negative integer, but the results are different. So from here we can imply that the result depends on the numerical value of the integer. So the correct answer of question 15 is option D, which is depends on the numerical value of the integers. Question 16. The statement when an integer is added to itself, the sum is always greater than the integer. Here, this depends on the integer, whether it is positive or negative. I will give you an example of positive and negative. First, let's take an example of negative. We'll take -4 then. -4, and now they're saying we'll add it to itself. So their plus minus will be -4 minus 4 is equal to -8, and -8 is smaller than -4, and they are saying that when an integer is added to itself, the sum is greater than the integer. Now let's take an example of positive case. And here in the first case, I want to tell you that here this condition, this minus, when we take negative numbers, condition is not being satisfied. Now let's take an example of positive. So we'll take 4 itself, 4 plus, we'll add it to itself. 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, and 8 is greater than 4. So in case of positive integers, the condition is being satisfied. So the correct answer of question 16 is option C, which is true only when the integer is positive. Question 17. Which of the following shows the maximum rise in temperature? Here They've given the four options and they're asking which option shows the maximum rise in temperature. Let's check the first option. Here it is showing 10 degrees rise. So because 0 degrees to 10 degrees, so there is only 10 difference. So after option 1 we'll write 10. Now let's check option B, minus 4 degrees to 8 degrees. Here first we'll see minus 4 to 0. So 4 degrees difference. Then 0 to 8, 8 degrees. So 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. So here there is 12 degrees rise. 12. Now we'll check option C, minus 15 to minus 8. We'll do 15 minus 8 and we'll find how much rise in temperature happened. And 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. So 7 degrees rise happened. Here minus 7 to 0. Only 7 degrees rise happened in here. So the maximum rise can be observed in option B. So the correct answer of question 17 is option B, which is minus 4 degrees to 8 degrees. Now let's discuss one last question. Find the sum of largest 3-digit negative number and smallest 5-digit negative number. First we'll find the largest 3-digit negative number. The largest 3-digit negative number is minus 100. So here we'll write minus plus. Now we'll find the smallest 5-digit negative number. The smallest 5-digit negative number is minus 99,999. Here plus minus will be minus minus. So the result of minus 100 and minus 9,999 is minus 1,99,000. So it is minus. So the correct answer of question 43 is minus 1,99,000. Now this 44th question is your homework. Please tell me the answer of the homework in comments. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.